Philadelphia's own Daniel Garcia going to be facing Adrian Granados from Chicago this April 20th. I'm going to tell you like this. No pun intended, no disrespect. But if Daniel Garcia was a real Puerto Rican, he'll be one of the top making money dudes in boxing. I'm talking about top 3, top 2, top 4. How so? I'll let you know. Daniel Garcia, Adrian Granados going to fight April 20th. Adrian Granados coming rugged. He always come to fight. He always come to compete. But does he always come to win? That's the question that his camp always need to ask himself, and Granados need to ask himself. He comes to fight, he comes to win. I mean, he comes to compete. But does he come to win? Does he come with a W? Does he approach everything to come in with a W? Because fighting is just not fighting. He got to have a game plan, the mental plan, and adjust to actually win a fight. Now, Daniel Garcia, which looked real good in the Brandon Rios fight, actually looked at he fought well versus Sean Porter until he actually abandoned his movement. Because that's something I believe that Daniel Garcia learned from the Keith Thurman fight. When you saw him against Brandon Rios, he was moving around. He was acting like his name. He was getting away from the corner. His footwork was probably the best footwork I've seen from Daniel Garcia. In the last 2 fights, it's been real good, his footwork. I think he learned a lot of things on the Keith Thurman fight where he just can't leave it in the judge's hands. You know, of course, any fighter you're going to fight with Sean Porter, he's going to make it rugged as well. He's going to make it rugged. So I think that with Brandon Rios and Sean Porter in his last fight, I think it's a great preparation for Granados, because that's just another, you can't get an opponent more rugged than Sean Porter. I think that's the elite, rugged, dirty fighter in the welterweight division. So I think once you fight Sean Porter, you're actually prepared to fight for whatever's coming to you. I think a lot of people could agree. When you fight Sean Porter, that's how I think is good. When anybody fights Sean Porter, if you fight Sean Porter, you come prepared to any other fight. You come prepared for whatever happens. The elbows, the headbutts. You bobbing weaving punches. You bobbing weaving the elbows. You bobbing weaving the headbutts. Oh, the only thing left is probably the teeth. And if you're gonna bite your ear, but not that level yet. But Daniel Garcia, I'm gonna say it like this. He is a star. He's been a star before anybody in the PPC. He's been a star. Minus, let's say, Berto, and of course Floyd Mayweather. But after that, I'm talking about this era, the 2008 class and up. Daniel Garcia has been that guy, has been the money-making guy. But I'm talking about in the whole boxing. I'm not talking about under a banner. I'm talking about the whole sport of boxing. If Daniel Garcia was a real Puerto Rican, he'll be probably top 3, top 2, top 1. And it don't matter if he loses, he'll still be supported. Look at Conor McGregor with Ireland. Look at Manny Pacquiao with the Philippines. Look at Mexico with Canelo. Once you got your nation, once you got a nation, and I'm talking about that Puerto Rico is a nation, but they're part of the U.S., but you know what I'm talking about. Once you got that island, once you got that type of support, you always going to be good in boxing. You always going to be making money in boxing. And I'm just not talking about the type of money that probably he's already making. Because if he had a support of Puerto Rico and he's that fighter that, you know, you look at him like a Tito Trinidad. You look at him like a Miguel Cotto. You're going to be like, what? Ojeda Camacho. You're going to be what? He bring the whole island. He brings something way more to the table than just him. He brings something more to the table than just the little Philadelphia fans. So why doesn't he do it? I don't know. I don't know how was his upbringing, meaning language-wise, meaning cultural-wise. Of course, you can see Adrian Garcia know how to speak Spanish. And like I said, no pun intended, no disrespect. You are raised the way you are raised. Sometimes you have no control the way you molded. But you also have to consider when you do grow up, and there's dudes that don't know Spanish, at all. And you know what? They learned that. I mean, there's no dudes that can't speak English. You see him as a baseball player. Look at Pedro Martinez. But they find a way and they study their way to learn the English language. And also, there's doctors out there in America that knows that there's a lot of Latinos out there, and they try to learn the language of Spanish. Even if they have to talk like tú quieres que te dé una medicina para que tú out here, and they talk like a robot, but they know the language and they can understand it. If Danny Swift Garcia at least would have learned the language, at least would have, embody the culture of Puerto Rico. I'm talking about the island of Puerto Rico. I'm not talking about no New York. I'm not talking about American Puerto Rican. I'm talking about, un verano nueva, Nueva York. I'm talking about a Gran Campo. I'm talking about Danny Yankee type of Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about Jennifer Lopez Puerto Rican. I'm talking about Miguel Cotto type of Puerto Rican. I'm talking about that type of Puerto Rican. Plus, mix it up with the American style. Because of course, everybody likes to copy the American style. We all cool everywhere in every parts of this nation. We the people. But when it comes to boxing, when you got a good nation, when you got a country behind you, that works in your favor no matter what. Now, like I said, some people might be mad. It might get their veins popped. Maybe they'll get their blood boiling about my comment. But you really think logically, you really gonna understand what I'm trying to say. So I believe there's gonna be a good fight. I believe that Danny Garcia is still young enough, still in his prime to get his career into another level and be more of a lucrative fighter. He could do it. He just got to get in touch with his Puerto Rican roots, Puerto Rican culture, get around with the Puerto Rican people, videotape him going to Puerto Rico, and give him back to Puerto Rico. Give him back. We got to know that you're giving back to the island. We need to know that you embody the culture, the real culture, the Caribbean culture, the Spanish culture. You just can't eat arroz con guandule. You gotta do more than that. And I'm gonna say it like this: you're gonna have that nation. You're always gonna be a player in the game. And I'm talking about box office appeal. Because on April 20th, there's gonna be Bud Crawford versus Amir Khan. I'm gonna say it like this: if Danny Swift Garcia had his fans, and I'm talking about the Puerto Rican from the motherland fans, he'll still have more views. He'll still be making more money than that fight because it's just Danny Swift Garcia. It's just like Manny Pacquiao. That's the way. That's the only reason why. It's like, why retire if I'm still getting this type of money? Because my people's always gonna be behind me. Americans. I'm gonna keep it like this. American fans is not gonna stay behind you. They're not like that with athletes. They want to see the downfall. They always want to see the downfall. But I'm talking about the other countries outside. They support all the time, win or lose. If Danny Swift Garcia was a real Puerto Rican. I'm not talking about you're not Puerto Rican, Danny. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm talking about. He was a real Puerto Rican from the motherland. Even Carmelo Anthony, which he can't speak the language himself, but you always see him in Puerto Rico. He making courts in Puerto Rico. He had a soccer team in Puerto Rico. He be around the Puerto Rican culture a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he does get a lot of support as well. But if Danny Swift Garcia, a boxer, it could work way more in your favor. Get in touch into the Puerto Rican roots of the motherland. Ya tú sabes. Mira, nene, tú tienes que saber quiénes son tu gente, ¿ok? ¿Me entiendes? Te tienes que defender. You had to defend yourself at least in Spanish, my brother. Have a little sazon to your style, man. A lot of people in the PBC, they need some style. That's what Garcia, you got the chance. Adrian Garcia, come on, man. Give your son some tools, baby. I know you know. Because Adrian Garcia, that's a Puerto Rican. You know that. Now, yo, you already know. Subscribe. Hit the notification button. Baby, we're going to be up there. Punch drunk. Woo!